Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Jeff, aka GCurse here. It is Friday. It is 7:45 p.m. Therefore, you know what that means. That's right. It's a GCurse Reacts DSP edition. Our boy Phil, I swear, our boy Phil is starting to crack. I think we are literally on the precipice of witnessing Phil Burnell evolve into Phil Chan. That's right, Chris Chan's long lost brother. Yeah, Phil, he is losing his he's losing the script, ladies and gentlemen. But before that, I try to show a nice picture. I try to be positive because we're going to be delving into some pretty toxic material. Sometimes I show something that's nice. Sometimes it's like a weather report. But anyway, the last few days we have had some horrendously bad weather where I live here in the city of Kelso, Washington. Thankfully, this morning, the weather was actually pretty nice. We had a nice sunrise. Will you look at that? Oh my God, I like the way that looks. I like the coloring. I was able to snap this picture when I was walking to work. And I thought, I saw that picture and I thinking, you know what? I would like to share that picture with everybody. And here it is. You have a little bit of the gold from the sun. You have some blue sky off to the right. You have a little bit of gray on top of the gold. It is a nice, nice picture. I hope you guys like this picture. But anyway, how are you all doing? I hope you're all doing great. My name is Jeff, aka GCurse. I am your resident detractor for DSP gaming. Whereas Phil likes to probably call us mentally stunted, I am just your simple detractor that likes to point out inconsistencies and so forth of what Phil Burnell says. But like I said, I hope you're all having a great evening. The video that I'm going to be reacting to is from our boy Snort Hogan, brother. DSP sees over Review Tech USA and COG while defending the Kino Casino. Ugh. I was honestly hoping just have a nice Friday evening. Just relax. Uh but yeah, so Phil is losing, like I said, he's losing the script. I think we are on the precipice of watching somebody evolve into something they should not be evolving into. But then again, I feel that this is his parents' fault. If Phil Burnell's parents did the job correctly, Phil Burnell would not be the way he is today. But anyway, if you like what you're watching, which I hope that you are, feel free to click that subscribe button. That would mean a lot to me, and it's just a very small thing for you to do. Anyway, let's get to the video, shall we? All right, so let's pull up the video. Come on. Okay. Oh, never mind. I already had it up. Just press play. I'm sorry. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I forgot that I had a fade set up so that, like, oh, the video's up. It's up. But anyway, let's go. 3, 2, 1. Oh, that's odd. Okay, hold on. Let's try it again. Hold on. Why is it doing that? That is weird. Hold on.
For us to head into our next segment.
There.
All right. So here's the deal, everyone. All right.
All right.
I don't like bringing up certain people all the time.
Well, that's a lie. That's a lie right there. Boy, we're only what are we in? What are we in? Let's see. 11 seconds. He's already lying. Our boy Phil Burnell is already lying at 11 seconds into the video. Yeah, he brings up everybody. When I am on my breaks at work, I will sometimes go on YouTube to see what's going on, and via our best bud Raw Phil, shout outs to Raw Phil, by the way, I will see that Philberto here is basically doing his podcast. Yeah, podcast. Sorry, podcast. And I swear, whenever I click on that link to watch the video, literally it's only two things I'm hearing right off the bat. It's either detractors And sometimes he'll even throw out names like, say, Duty Streams or Raw Phil or Kevin or money. It's literally just one of those two things. There is nothing ever positive about his podcast. So right there, that's a lie. Can you name a time in the last 2 weeks where he was not naming somebody in a podcast? Go ahead. Give me a date. And I'll watch the podcast. And if I'm wrong, I'll say I'm wrong. Every time I have literally in the last 2 weeks, I have tuned in. Is tuning still the right word? Anyway, every time I tune in to watch the podcast, once again, big ups to our boy Raw Phil. It's always just detractors, other podcasters like, say, Review Tech USA or Money.
But every once in a while, someone opens their mouth or acts like a fool, and then they get taken to task here on the show. Right?
Damn, he has a high self-value, doesn't he? Wow, it is amazing what happens when those dipshits at Kino Casino gave him a little attention. 6 months ago, he was at the bottom of the garbage can, literally defeated. Now you have those two fucktards over there at Kino Casino give this guy a little bit of attention, and he thinks he's literally king shit. Damn, it's amazing what happens when you have false confidence building up, isn't it, ladies and gentlemen? Well, if somebody opens their mouth, they're gonna get taken to task on the show or whatever he fucking said. I laugh my ass off at that.
Right? You notice every day I'm not talking about this person said this or that person did this.
How many times has he gone on diatribes talking about something that somebody said to him on Twitter? Do not fool yourselves. Everything that he is saying here is basically him. It's him trying to act tough in front of the dents. That's all it is, ladies and gentlemen. Because Phil knows that's that acting tough in front of the dents is the only way he can actually legitimately look tough. Because he does not have the stroke to actually be tough to anyone. Hell, he openly said that he pays off people to avoid conflicts. You think that he would actually be this tough to anybody outside that gated community? The answer is no, he wouldn't. He would not.
I don't really care, right? I'm not that kind of guy.
Why are you lying?
But
You're lying.
Every once in a while, someone does something so embarrassing or so stupid or just so dumb that I feel like I have to bring it.
So you mean every time that he opens his mouth then?
And so yesterday, I received word that Review Tech USA was streaming again. Now,
I just love how he says, "Oh, I received word." No, he probably has Review Tech on either, like, I don't know where RTUSA streams, if it's YouTube, if it's Twitch, if it's Rumble, if it's Kick. I don't know where he streams, but wherever he streams, Phil probably has a subscription. Excuse me. A subscription or a follow or whatever you want to call it. And he probably gets like an email, has a set up where he'll get notifications that person, Review Tech in this case, is streaming. And that's his way of being, well, I was told. No, Phil, stop lying, Phil. Phil, stop lying. It's okay to say you're subscribed to the guy. Parasitic organisms always feed off of each other. Hey, one can say I'm a parasitic organism. I'm feeding off of this gouty motherfucker. But basically, what I'm trying to say is, odds are Phil probably has a notification set up that whenever Rick, RTUSA, whatever you want to call him, when he is streaming, Phil will be alerted.
The record, Review Tech had already stated multiple times that he was taking a streaming hiatus to spend time with his family, and he would return in 2025. He has now returned like 3 times already since he made that promise. So he's a liar. He's completely disingenuous. He's not spending time with his family.
it's incredibly laughable that Mr. I don't have a cat $2,000 later. Here's a kitty cat. It's incredibly hypocritical that my parents are dying. Oh, my parents aren't dying. It's hypocritical that I'm not down from the rafters. They can't prove anything. Okay, I'm down from the rafters. When somebody has had a track record of lying consistently for 16 plus years, they should not have any room to criticize somebody else for lying. Now, I don't know Rick. I don't really fucking care to know Rick. But if Rick wants to come back and do podcasts or stream or whatever the fuck it's called, who is Phil to say anything? Phil is the last person that should be really opening his maw. Do people still say maw at all? Anyway, Phil is the last person that should be talking about other people lying. When Phil has just, history after track record or whatever of him lying.
He's ready to run back to stream at a moment's notice. Okay, so here's the deal, because everyone has been trying to cause drama recently. So just very frankly and matter-of-factly, I don't know what's going on with Kino Casino.
Oh, bullshit. His nose is so far up their asses that if they fart, he knows what they had for dinner.
I don't know about any drama. They have their own detractors. They always...
Stop lying, Phil. You know what's going on.
I do, just on a different level and a different scale. I guess right now the detractors are saying shit about them, and I have absolutely no clue about any of it because I'm not in the loop. I'm not privy to any behind-the-scenes data.
Oh, bullshit. You know he is. They probably sit on Skype or Discord or whatever you want to call it. I'm not saying it's for a long time, like hours, but maybe it's like 20, 30 minutes, and they're probably just shooting the breeze. Probably after they're both done doing the recordings, because we know Phil doesn't sleep. He does not have normal sleep hours. He's probably up at 3. The shitheads at Kino Casino are probably up at 3, and they're probably on Discord or whatever, and they're just talking. Don't play this BS that, oh, I don't know what's going on with them. You know Phil. Stop lying. Stop lying, please. We can tell you're lying.
Okay? So I literally have no idea.
Well, that's a lie.
Nor do I care, right?
You care.
Frankly. Business as usual over here. We're busy. We got tons of stuff to do, right? So I have no idea.
Who is this we? Don't you just love it that when things are going good, it's us? Mainly it's him that, tries to take all the glory. But when stuff goes bad, it's never him. It's the viewers. It's the subscribers. It's everybody except Phil that, has to take the L when something bad happens. But when something good happens, like the goal being met, oh, look how hard I worked. Look at how hard I worked. Who the fuck is this? Like I said, he likes to try and act like everybody's working hard when it's actually just the viewers are working hard, and Phil is just basically leeching off of them.
Idea what's going on, but if you haven't noticed, the last couple of days, people have been coming by in my chat and trying to stir up big drama. First, they're trying to say stuff like, I'm involved. No, I don't even know what you're talking about. Then
I call lie.
Anything. Like, I really don't know why you guys are bothering me about this. It has nothing to do with me. And I don't have any input. I don't have any data, nothing, right? So I don't even know what's going on. It could very much be bullshit, completely all nonsense, made up by detractors, right? I don't know. I don't care either. So,
if you're saying that you don't care, that's a goddamn lie. That's a lie. It drives me nuts when somebody says like that. Okay, for example, there was a little shithead on Facebook. Apparently it's part of the Transformers community. Apparently he didn't like the way that that Twitter was heading. So he left. You're basic crybaby. Well, I came across this post on Facebook. I left Twitter. And I don't give a fuck what anybody says. That's a lie right there. If you literally do not give a fuck what other people think, you do not have to say, I do not give a fuck. You just do not give a fuck. You don't have to announce it. By announcing it, you literally are making yourself, look like you do care.
All right, let me. Cog, are you on Twitter, my dude? I think you are. I think you responded to me on Twitter. Maybe. I don't know. I'll check right now and look for you.
So he's live on his stream, and somehow it becomes an idea or a decision. He's going to have Cog on his stream as a guest. Well, he didn't plan it out. He didn't do any logistics work or technical work behind the scenes at all. He basically just decides on the fly in the middle of his live stream to do this. Why? Because he doesn't have any content. Get it? Like, he just, I'll just do this now.
Maybe literally he just got on and I don't know, Rick. I'm busy working all day. I don't know, Rick. Maybe it's just that the guy was bored. Maybe he beat one off or something. And he's like, okay, I have nothing else to do today. What can I do? Let's go online. He went online and now he's trying to figure out something to do. Phil, this is the thing that drives me nuts about the guy. He is so quick to judge people. He acts like he's a freaking like a guru when it comes to everything that he talks about. He acts like he's Mr. knows it all, and it just drives me up the fucking wall.
I didn't think about doing this beforehand because that would take like coherent thought and effort, but I'll just do it now. Where is he? Is he on Twitter? What's his account? How could I possibly? So from what I'm gonna understand, this took about 30 minutes for him to.
So it took 30 minutes. Who the fuck cares? I'll tell you who cares. Phil cares. Because just like Tevin, just like Tyrone, just like Duty Streams, just like Snort Hogan, just like Memology, just like the Detractors, everybody is living rent-free in this guy's head. If RTUSA was not living rent-free in this guy's head, Phil would not bother with this at all. He would not bother with this. What does he do? He gives Rick the attention that he says that he's never gives Rick.
Logistically get this to finally work. Like, he really couldn't get anything to work on the show. But let's continue. I might fast forward here a bit. Okay, are you ready?
I'll be honest. Now, just maybe me. I think that sometimes viewers like content creators who don't act like a professional, that are just like down to earth. I'm not saying Rick is down to earth, but I think that honestly, viewers like streamers who may be behind the ball a little bit because it makes them seem relatable. Does anybody really like the people who are like, let's say, new to streaming or not tech savvy? Do you think that they think that they're honestly going to be able to reach, let's say, PewDiePie levels of fame or even know-how when they watch him? Or do you think that they could easily relate to somebody, not saying Rick, but say somebody who doesn't have his shit together, like, oh, what am I doing? Oh, okay, is this working? Hello. Viewers like people that they can relate to. And like I said, I'm not talking about Rick. It could be anybody. It could be myself. I look like a fucking idiot sometimes trying to fumble through everything, Phil acts like he... And this goes back to Kino Casino. Ever since they gave him that little scrap of attention that he yearns for, he acts like he is some sort of professional when it comes to everything. Oh, Rick isn't ready yet. Rick's a fucking idiot. You see that? He spent 30 minutes trying to... So what? If literally you don't care what Rick is doing, why the hell are you making such a deal out of it?
Here it is. All right, there we go.
You like the background?
There you go. I'll be working.
uh, oh, I don't know why, but I couldn't help but laugh at that. Oh, by the way, Phil's going to start having a breakdown when he sees this. Viewer discretion advised.
Hey, man, your DSP's your biggest fan, from what I hear.
Sure. It almost was coming through correctly.
Can you hear me?
So he gets Cog on his show. His first words out of his mouth are DSP is your biggest fan from what I've heard. Not even hello, how are you? Welcome to my show. His first words out of this obsessed man's mouth is DSP is your biggest fan. This guy is fucking nuts.
How much from July to September? Could you name one stream? And now I'm being honest with you, ladies and gentlemen. Could you name one stream where Phil Burnell did not mention the name Duty Streams? I'm asking you. Like I said, if you could find one stream where he did not mention Duty Streams at all, I'll take a look at it, and if you're right, I will admit I was wrong. But I swear to God, ever since August, July to September, or something like that, he has always had Duty Streams coming out of his mouth. And the only reason I remember is because he always pronounces Duty Streams as Duty Streams. He has this weird way of pronouncing it. But when was the last time you could actually say that he just did a normal stream from the time he pressed stream to the time he pressed stream again to stop the stream? Can you name a time that he never mentioned anybody?
He is literally sitting in his room with a green screen, and he has superimposed himself onto my set. He actually stole my set.
He stole his set. He makes it sound like RT USA broke into the snort fort and lifted everything. Wait. That poker chip is mine now. Yoink. Wait. What else is I can't tell what he fucking has in those stupid pixel art. I love pixel art, by the way, but for some reason, those pixel art, it just drives me nuts. Those pixel art, that's mine now, motherfucker. Takes him. Oh, you can have that stupid digital picture frame. You can keep that shit. He acts like he literally went into Phil Burnell's home and stole everything. He stole the background. Oh, God. I really feel like I should just to fuck with the guy. Because if Phil is getting this triggered over RTUSA superimposing himself. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, first he superimposed himself, and then he outright just stole the background. Oh my God.
Why did he do this? Because my set is 4,000 times better than anything he's ever done.
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, ladies and gentlemen. Beauty's in the eye of the beholder. I'm not going to argue with that. That's if you like Rick's background, more power to you. If you like DSP's background, which I have to ask you seriously, why? More power to you. But I just can't. Out of everything that seems to trigger this guy, stuff that you'd expect to trigger Phil, although it may, sometimes it doesn't, and stuff that's so fucking mundane will set him off. A guy with glasses stealing, screen clipping him and using it as his background, that's him off. Holy shit. Is Phil this thin-skinned? Holy crap, dude.
And he knows it. And he's jealous as fuck. This crazy man wishes that he was Darkside Phil. Right now.
Oh yeah, who wishes that they could be a gouty motherfucker with a tax debt? Who wishes that they could be this piece of shit and have, a gambling addiction? Oh my god. This is why I say that Phil Burnell is cracking. He thinks that everybody wants to be him. Oh yeah, one day I want to aspire and be a guy with a gambling habit, with a psychologically traumatized wife, with a mutilated cat. I just want to be like that. Get the fuck out of here.
He wishes that he was sitting right here broadcasting this show to you. He wishes that he was happily married. He wishes that Jasper Kitty was his cat. He wishes that he had everything
This is why I said the guy is losing it.
that I had this year, and then some. He is insanely jealous, and he is nuts. I mean, no lie, I feel like if he could, he would rip my skin off my body and wear it on his at this point. Like some crazy...
Sure, Phil. Whatever you say.
Like Silence of the Lamb shit. I believe it. At this point, I totally 100% believe it.
Keep in mind, we've gone down this rabbit hole simply because another annoying yapping little prick just stole this guy's background. We are now at this. We have literally got to this point, ladies and gentlemen.
This is scary. This isn't, he thinks it's funny. He doesn't understand that this is actual mental illness and this is scary behavior.
So basically, using, hold on. Hold on. Crap, hold on. Did I get rid of it? I don't think. Yeah. Hold on, let me. Okay, hold on 1 second here. Wait, is it working? Oh, it's not working. Hold on. Okay, so basically you see me, I have my display capture here. Not my display capture, my web browser. Up here I have a little screenshot tool. I know you can't really see it. So basically, by me doing this and taking a screenshot and saving it, by me doing that, that is basically something that should be like that. Oh, that's a bad thing. Apparently, I'm going to be tearing off Phil Burnell's his skin and wanting to wear it. Phil thinks he is so important that people want to kill him. No, we don't want to kill you, Phil. We just want to laugh at you.
You're telling me you actually are superimposing yourself onto me? And you...
Actually, I don't see Phil at all in that picture, do you? I think this is one of the times that Phil went to have a potty break. By the way, I know he's calling the whales. This is one of those times when he went off screen because I don't see Phil's gouty motherfucking ass anywhere in that video. Do you? Or that image? Do you? I don't.
think that this is funny?
I think it's I actually think it's a riot. I actually think it's a riot. What I should do is I should try to watch one of his streams and wait for him to go on a potty break and then do the same thing. Oh, Phil, lighten up, you little yammering prick.
And then again, I'm going to get a guest on my show. The first words out of the mouth are, "Hey, I heard our DSP's your biggest fan." Huh? For the record, I've talked about Cog twice on the Level 1 podcast. There were 2 segments I did about him. The first was the segment where I made fun of him because his Discord leaked, where he was making fun of me. And then the second...
Phil, everybody makes fun of you, Phil. You're to not make fun of Phil is actually more of a travesty than to actually make fun of Phil. To make fun of Phil is literally the norm nowadays.
Was saying, hey, look, my entire plan worked. I talked about Cog on my show. My idiotic detractors ran over there and paid him money so that he would imitate me. And so the experiment worked. That was an experiment to see if I mention someone, will someone go over and pay them to hate on me? And it 100% worked.
So if it works, what's the problem? You figured that it would, and it did. You were right. So what's the problem here?
And quite frankly, I don't care about him in the least. He's an insignificant.
Once again, this is the whole I don't give two fucks argument. Well, I don't care about him. Phil, if you're saying that you don't care about somebody, you do. It's best to just not mention them. If you literally don't care about somebody, you don't have to mention them all the time. That's why whenever you say, I don't care about duty streams, you fucking are, or you wouldn't be mentioning him.
So there we go. There you go now. Yeah.
Take your time. Phil is your biggest fan from what I hear.
Look, DSP is a fucking retard. I can't really put it any other way. Oh, sorry. Am I okay to say that on your show? I said it on my show.
Yes, I say retard all the time. It's fine.
Yeah, cool.
It's true, though. It's true. And here he goes with that goddamn. I'm gonna make some shock.
Is a slur that you're not supposed to say, right? And then,
how many times has he used slurs? Oh my god, how many times has he used slurs? He still does. Mouth breathing, mouth driller, emotionally stunted. Those are not slurs, Phil. Okay, whatever.
My God, are you kidding me? Like, this is content. This is the epitome of content, right?
Oh, and by the way, here he's doing the T pose with the leaning.
Okay.
Okay.
My existence on the internet as a YouTuber and as a streamer has created, it is reverberated. It's like this multiverse ripple, right? Like,
Phil literally thinks that he is living the Truman Show at this point. Like I said, we are witnessing Phil Burnell starting to change into Phil Chan. I'll give Phil 5 more years until he starts cross-dressing and he proclaims his love for that jackhole Triple P over at Kino Casino.
and everything changes. And all of this content and all of this stuff just because I exist, right?
The Truman Show, ladies and gentlemen.
Or COG. No, I don't. I don't watch them. I rarely bring them up. And then every once in a while, someone's like, hey, Phil, check this out. And I look at it and I'm like, you got to be kidding me. That's not real. Wait, it is. This is all real. Like, at first, someone sent me this screenshot. I thought this was a Photoshop. I was like, oh, that's funny. Someone Photoshopped Rich onto me, you know, because everyone says he wishes he was me. You know, he's jealous and everything. That's why he talks about me constantly. So I get the joke. And
okay, going by that logic, if Phil talks about duty streams all the time, or oh god, Mamology or Raw Phil, does that mean Phil also wants to be those guys? Because it isn't just one way, Phil. It can't just be one person. It's not either or. It's everyone. It's everyone.
people were like, no, it's not a joke. Go watch the show. I was like, what? And then they sent me this clip and I looked at it. I was like, what the fuck? You can't make it up.
Yeah, just have a laugh. He always has to act like he's so goddamn that he's so impacted. It's funny.
But let's just listen a little more.
Cool. Yeah, so Phil's just a bit of a retard. So Phil blocked me on Twitter because he got told by Kino Casino to do so. I've never messaged.
I did not block him on Twitter because Kino Casino told me to do so. I don't even know who he is.
Oh yeah, that's a lie. If you didn't know who he is, why are you talking about him? You apparently you masterminded some goddamn experiment to get the detractors over to pay him money or whatever the fucking experiment was. You know who COG is. You know who COG is. I'll be honest, I don't. I only know him for this. He knows who COG is. Don't Phil, stop lying, please. It's hard to keep up with all these lies you're constantly spouting.
Yeah, so I blocked them because I don't want to have crap on my timeline. I want to be using it for work, right? So I don't understand what this
work.
Casino that he's convinced that every negative thing that happens to him in life has to do with them. So because I blocked him on Twitter, likely because he said something dumb, and I blocked him because I didn't want my timeline full of Phil, he assumes, oh, it's because Phil has association with Kino Casino this year, so they must have told him to do it. Do you really think? Yes. Okay. Here's actually what happens. Okay. Every single day.
Okay.
when I turn off my stream, the first thing I do is I open up our super secret shared documentation online. We have a shared server with documents, and it's the ban list. And guys from Kino, send me the list of people who today I must ban from my existence. I can't.
I'm not going to go as far as say that that's what happens. But like I mentioned earlier, I would not be shocked if he actually, 3, 4 a.m. in the morning after he's done, streaming and after he's had a few drinks of gin and probably after he, put down the wife a few times. I wouldn't be shocked if he goes on to Discord or Skype or whatever the new place is that all the people like to go to conference, and he talks to Kino Casino. I would not be shocked if that actually happens.
Interact with them. I can't talk with them. I'm not allowed. It's called the Kino blacklist. Okay, this is real. I swear, this is real. This is what we do all day. We don't have lives and jobs and shows to.
Well, you've proven that you don't have a life, Phil. You've been living in the gated community since what, 2013, 2014, whenever it was that you moved up there. You haven't gotten a job. You haven't. You rarely leave the safety of that fence because Phil, that you have pissed off so many people that somebody may find you and $10 will not pay them off. That's why you don't do anything outside that gated community.
Work on and content to produce for people to make money. We sit there with a blacklist and we block people all over the internet. What the fuck is he talking about? Again, these people are nuts. These people are legitimately insane.
Before that.
Remember, you're insane if you take a screenshot of something and use it as your background.
So he just blocked you because he was their lapdog? That's only the only reason.
100%. 100%.
Oh.
You have no evidence of anything because it didn't happen. He just says it as fact. This is exactly what my detractors do. They say something. Oh, well, if that were good, that would be bad for Phil if that were true. Well, let's just say it's true then. And then they all repeat it as a meme and they all believe it because they're morons, even though it's not real and there's no actual evidence of any of it. That's exactly what my brain dead detractors do. They have become detractors. They just don't realize it because they're so stupid. It's the same cultish mentality. We hope it's true. We want it to be true, right? So now let's just say it that it's true. Okay.
And that's the reason he started making video or live streaming talking about you and shit?
Yeah. I'd never added him before that point, and then I only did to point out he blocked me.
Someone sent me, it wasn't Kino Casino, someone sent me Cog's Discord link showing that Cog was talking shit about me. So I said, I have no idea who this guy is, but I'm going to do a test with my detractors. That's all.
So basically, this right here is him like, oh, I don't know who he is. What is it, Phil? You do or you don't know who he is?
Cog ever was. He was a test. The guy gets like 2 viewers. Who the fuck? Why would I care?
Why do you care then, Phil? If he is so far beneath you that he only gets 2 views, why do you care what some guy says? Because Phil is thin-skinned. He can't handle the fact that anybody has a negative opinion of him. In Phil's head, Phil has to be liked by everybody. And this just is not true.
And then my detractors went and gave him hundreds of dollars that day. Now, it was
So
all
what?
fleeting.
So
It
they
didn't
did.
last. Since then, the guy gets no views and no support anymore. But that's not shocking. But it was all it was a litmus test. Will it work or not? It did. 100% hook, line, and sinker. My detractors fell for the trap. So that was it. And then the next day I said, oh, the trap worked. And that's literally it. I haven't said a word since then about.
Then why do you care what a guy with only 2 viewers does? Like this is not making sense, Phil. Please make it make sense. If you have what, 200,000 subscribers on YouTube, whatever the fuck you have, why do you care what some guy who only gets 2 views does? It's ego. It's his pride. He is so fucking prideful. It's not even funny.
Like, I've obviously
What?
just doing a show now confirming that Warski was in the Bellagio Hotel because obviously he posted out a video.
See, and so they're talking about all this drama. I literally know nothing about it. Keep in mind, I don't follow my detractors. I don't follow other people's detractors.
I'm pretty sure Duty Streams would like to have a chat with you about that. You don't follow your detractors. God damn, that is it me or is the shit starting to smell, ladies and gentlemen? I call X on that. I used to have an X graphic. I don't know what happened to it, but X. I call X. Yeah, I'm pressing X to get out on that one.
Actors either. Okay, so why would I don't know anything about any of this stuff that they're talking about. Have I distanced myself from Kino Casino? No. Have I come out and disowned them? Have I come out and said anything? No. We had been in talks to do a couple different things. One thing was possibly doing some new gameplay, and we had a few ideas for a couple games that we may do in the future. And I have been in talks with Triple P, I call him Triple P, about possibly doing a pro wrestling commentary show, but that's not going to be till next year.
He calls them Triple P because they're best buds. We're homies. Phil and Triple P, we're best buds. You know what this is? This is literally, Phil is literally the equivalent of that person who likes to hang around like the group of the group of the popular people, like at high school. And just because one of them looks at Phil and goes, "What are you doing?" That clicks at Phil. He talked to me. He talked to me. I'm part of the group now. And then Phil starts walking around, tries to act tough. You don't want to mess with me. I'm friends with the jocks. And all they literally said is, "What the fuck you doing?" That's what Phil is. They literally, for 2 minutes, for like say 2 minutes of acknowledgement, Phil has literally gotten this ego now, like he is the big man on campus. You better not look at me wrong. I'm friends with Pete, Triple P. I call him Triple P because he's my best bud.
Year, okay? Basically, we've been back and forth in talks about various things, but just nothing too particularly crazy is going on right now. Okay, we did a lot of content together over the course of October and early November, right? I appeared on their show twice. Yeah, twice. It was the Ghostbusters collab and then the Election Day collab. We did a co-op of zombies together, and it was the only time I actually even played zombies. So we did 3 appearances in a month.
Keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, keep in mind, he refuses to play zombies with his viewers, but he'll play zombies with those fucktards. That tells you exactly what he thinks of his viewers. Hey, Phil, could you play, can you play zombies with us? You're fucking stupid, man. That's not a reward for everybody. Here, you can watch me play zombies with my real friends. My God. You want to play zombies with me? You're nobody. Keep giving me your money. Keep giving me your money.
But I'm distancing myself from them? Like, what are you talking about? Right now, there's nothing going on. That's correct. But there will likely be more stuff going on in the future. I don't know. But it's not like I don't hang out with these guys every day. I don't talk to them every day. We don't do content every day together. Like, that's not even something we're interested in. Like, we like, hanging out and doing content together when we do it, but we have our own things going. So how have I completely distanced myself from them? I haven't. I've gone silent. No, I haven't. I just don't know what you're talking about. I don't follow detractor shit. I don't care. I have my own detractors. I know how fucked up that it is to have detractors on your ass. I don't even know what you're talking about. I literally don't know what anyone's talking about.
You know he's getting serious when he's doing the whole hand wave. I don't know what you're talking about.
And I don't care.
You do care.
I couldn't
you do
care less.
You do
Okay.
care.
Kind of raging
Stop
about
lying.
During the time when this happened, basically. And if you look at the tours for the Bellagio on YouTube, you can just match up the walls. So,
yeah, it's all lining up that they were definitely there. Now, the thing that a lot of people like, what's going on with him now? Did he actually get a bad pack? Like, what happened with him with his? I knew he wasn't sober. I had no evidence, but I've been around enough people.
So this is all they talked about?
Easily his fucking voice.
So literally, they just talked about shit about, I guess, Andy and the casino, and that's it. And it's just all they're doing is regurgitating what their detractors have said. They're not talking anything intelligently or anything. It's just, let's regurgitate, right? So
when it's stuff that Phil agrees with, it's intelligently talking about. when it revolves around what he conceives to be detractors, it's regurgitating. Don't you just love the double standard?
I mean, I'm going to fast forward to see if they talk about anything else, because it's boring.
To everything, it's like, what the fuck else did you do?
But yeah, exactly. Yeah. That, like, I don't want to know what happened there, but it's like, I guess whatever goes in.
Can we just immediately make an observation? Rich,
Oh god, this ought to be good.
and his show looks much better because he's using my set. You noticed that, right? Look how
He acts like Rick. He acts like RTUSA, whatever you want to call Rick. I'm just going to call him Rick. He acts like Rick literally broke into the Snort Fort and is setting up shop right. He's actually looking better because he's using my setup. Dude, it's a picture. He screenshot a picture. It isn't like he's actually using your equipment. He just took... It's like me using this fucking DSP Trident. Oh, I better be careful because he's probably going to say one of these days that GCurse guy, he went into my hard drive and he stole something. That's what he's going to do. But dude, it's a picture. He's not actually jacking your equipment. This is why I say that if Phil's parents actually cracked down on him when he was younger, we wouldn't be cursed with this abomination.
good his show looks now. You can actually, like, it looks like he's a normal human instead of living like a dungeon, right? With a bunch of the fucking stupid lamp behind him and everything.
Oh, stupid lamp. We should listen to the guy who has that ugly fucking digital picture frame. Yeah, that lamp, that's totally garbage. Look at this piece of shit picture frame here. Woo, boy, yeah.
Like, look how much better his show looks because he's now trying to be me.
Oh, Jesus, Phil. Phil thinks that this... Phil, look at the background. Nothing is moving. It's a picture, Phil. It's a picture, Phil, and he didn't steal shit. Oh, you poor motherfucker.
The only thing is that ugly fucking mic that he doesn't need. He doesn't need a mic arm coming in from the side. He's not Howard Stern. He doesn't actually need that. He could have a mic just like mine, very low profile, off camera, not blocking the shot, but he's too lazy to...
So what? Who the hell are you to determine what a person needs and does not need? Isn't Phil the same person that says that the tractor should not be telling him what he should not do with his money? Here is Phil literally saying what Rick should be doing with and without his equipment.
Get a mic like that. He has to use this
So what if he
ugly-ass
wants to have
giant
it
mic
like that?
arm
Who
thing.
cares?
Like he thinks he's a studio recorder. He's gonna be holding the mic and singing like he's fucking Sting, right? He's gonna be singing to the mic.
Hey, what's his issue with Sting? Sting's an awesome singer.
Fucking crooning in there. He doesn't need that. It's the dumbest mic I've ever fucking seen. It's a piece of shit, and he should get a better one.
That's a stupid piece of shit mic, and he should get a different one. Hey guys, look at this mic. It has lights on it. I'm not against LEDs, but this is coming from the same guy who recently, before he got on the, started trying to mimic everybody, didn't he actually say that, like, lights are stupid? And now look what he does. He has a mic that has lights. He has lights in the background. His computer has lights. The guy's a hypocrite. You should not be taking anything this guy says to heart.
But outside of that, his setup looks good because it's my setup.
Dude, it's oh my god, it's like arguing with a wall, I swear to fucking God. Dude, it's not real. It's a... Okay, he has to be trolling us at this point, ladies and gentlemen. He has to be trolling us.
I just find that absolutely funny as hell. All right, so is that it? Did they ever talk about anything else? Let's skip forward again.
Silence is saying a lot because usually they jump on everything. Like they talk before they can think. Usually,
Yeah.
from what I've seen.
if you look at his reaction at the Bellagio, just over telling everyone, and I know Worski said his name for years. I've known him for 8 years. Like, so to hear him be like, "It's Andy Perez," I'm like, "I know your name's Andy Perez. I did this to get that visceral reaction because I know I piss him off all the time, and he'll always make up shit and lie about me. So I think the minimum I can do is get under his skin. But now it's just so gold to know that the
Does anyone even know what he's saying? I can't. First of all, I can't even understand what he's saying because he's talking so fast.
I can understand. He's talking about getting under Andy's skin. How the hell can you not understand that? Stop being a prick.
I can't even understand his words, and I guess he doesn't realize that he has that British accent. I can't understand what he's talking.
Okay, so now you're being racist?
I know what you're saying. I was actually trying to listen, and I can't make heads or tails of what he's blabbing about at all. So, great segment.
Video that he was yelling at me on is literally him in the Bellagio, and the dates all match up, everything works, and he's got some explaining to do. That's all we can really say now. So,
yeah, the high and mighty person who was talking down to everyone who he's doing essentially worse things than they're doing, all of a sudden now is super silent. What's up, PPP? What's up, Andy? Andy, where are you?
Silence. Where are you? It's deafening.
Yeah, their silence is deafening, man. My ears are bleeding from their silence. So, you know, the guys who were so quick to not shut the fuck up are sure as fuck shutting the fuck up, man.
So let me get this straight, because again, I'm just trying to understand. So the Keno detractors have come out with accusations about Keno Casino. Keno Casino.
No, guys, you better not say anything bad about Keno Casino. They're my friends. They pay attention to me, and you better be nice, or you're gonna beat you up. Okay, sound good? Get the fuck out of here.
Simply put, hasn't broadcast in a few days. That's it. That's it. That's the whole situation. They came out saying nasty stuff about them, and they said, well, we're not broadcasting for a few days. That's the entirety of the situation. And this is them thinking they're doing a victory lap. Like they're doing backflips of happiness. It's like, okay.
I don't see that at all. I just see two people talking about the shitheads over at Keno Casino. I don't see them doing victory laps.
Yeah. So because they're not broadcasting right now, they get like a day off from being felted, correct? Like that's what it is. They get a day off.
Oh god, he's saying fucking felted again. Oh my god, that drives me up the fucking wall.
Here he is sitting on my set, trying to be me.
Phil, he's not there, dude. Oh my god. It's like trying to explain to Chris Chan that this goddamn dimensional merge, or whatever the fuck he calls it, is not actually going to happen. That's what this is like. This is Phil Burnell's dimensional merge right here. Phil is unable to grasp the concept that Rick is not actually on set with him. It's literally just a screenshot. If Phil is acting like this right now because Rick took a little screenshot and, is doing this, can you imagine what Phil would do if somebody screen captured him doing like say that picture right there that you see with Phil in? They actually screen captured that and then they superimposed them right next to Phil and they start talking. Phil would lose his mother-loving mind. He'd probably accuse that person of wanting to kill him, possibly.
But you got a day off from felting from one group, but you just massively embarrassed yourself as much as possible, so it didn't matter.
How do they embarrass themselves? They're just talking, dude. How? This is the equivalent of, like I said, guys, they're my friend. You better be nice to them.
One of you for because you're an idiot.
Oh, he's an idiot. Oh, okay. That's grand coming from Mr. What is it, like $115,000 in debt? Or whatever the hell it was. Oh, I'm sorry. Please continue.
I can't get over it. I just don't understand. There's no logic in that brain. Look at that insanely large cranium. There's no
Okay, so now we're going to start attacking the guy on his looks. Isn't that something that is a TOS violation? Isn't that seen as harassment? But then again, how many times has Phil violated TOS and still gets away with it because YouTube gets their share?
logical thought in there. That is an addled mind, right? You know, they say, you ever play an RPG and they mind addling? So his mind is so addled that he actually thought that having the most botched half an hour setup to get Cog on his show for 5 minutes to basically just regurgitate what detractors have said, like, this is the biggest W for him while he's sitting on my set, by the
I'm just going to continue. I'm just going to
because
continue.
his show is such shit quality, he has to steal my layout in order to have.
Wait, is it your layout or is it your set? Because first he copied the background, then he took your set, and now he's using your layout. What the fuck is it, Phil? What the fuck is it?
a show that looks good.
Like I said, regarding the whole looks good, that's eye of the beholder. Hell, my set looks like garbage. My set looks like garbage. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
All right, let's finish the clip.
Okay, let's finish.
Yeah, it really is.
please.
Like I said, I'm just looking forward to see what happens with this. That's because right now it's just a waiting game. This whole thing is just patience. They'll resurface at some point, but right now it's pure damage control, and the best way they're doing that is by zipping it. So
It's pure damage control, and the best way they're doing it is by zipping it. So by not broadcasting, that's damage control? No, they're just not.
Yeah, it is, Phil. By not broadcasting, they're not continuing to attract more unwanted attention to them. That's something you should fucking do. You should go on like a year-long break. I'd actually like to see what would happen to him in 1 year. He may actually gain a little bit of a decent following, not just detractors. If he actually took like a year-long break and he was just gone. He was just gone. No YouTube, no Twitter, no nothing. And then he comes back, and people may not remember who he is, and then he could probably have like a fresh restart. Come on. Wait, no. Oh.
Broadcasting. I wasn't aware that they had an actual schedule that they had to adhere to. They don't. In fact, they have the least schedule of anyone I've seen. I was trying to coincide so my political shows would not overlap with theirs. And they
Here he is
outright
making
told me,
it about
we don't
himself.
have a set schedule. We never do. We just do things on the fly. If something big happens, then we'll do a show. Sometimes we'll do multiple shows in a row. Sometimes we take days off, and we don't. They kind of like that's the way they operate, and it works. So
It works.
how is it damage control just because they're not broadcasting? I'm at a loss. If anything, you're gonna give them. This is what they don't understand. Okay.
Okay.
They're going to give them the best
Okay.
return show they've ever had. Because what's going to happen is these idiots are going to have a meltdown every day about this. And then they're going to return, and they're going to completely blow this up. They're going to make the biggest fiesta out of this. They're going to get so much payoff and content from these morons. But these people are not self-aware. Everyone over the years said, I'm not self-aware. But
You're not self-aware, Phil. The fact that you continue to act like that you never did anything wrong when it came to YouTube AdSense, when it came to wasn't it Justin TV? Oh, Blip TV. Sorry, Blip TV. When it came to Twitch, that shows how you just that you are unable to comprehend what is going on.
I've become self-aware now. I get it.
Self-aware. That's what I was trying to say. I said comprehend, but I meant to say self-aware.
I know the game. I know what's going on. These guys don't. They actually think that this
Bill knows what's going on. You do not. Says the guy who hasn't touched grass realistically in decades.
was a win for them to do this broadcast. They don't understand this is the biggest L they could possibly take because it's all going to come back to bite them eventually. Right? Everything comes full circle, and they're just so dumb.
Except for Phil, apparently, because Phil feels that he's above everybody and he should not have any repercussions.
That's literally it? This was the whole thing?
Yeah, we'll see where the chips fall with this too. All right, man. It was a pleasure meeting you, dude.
oh no, great.
I follow you on Twitter. and
Yeah.
we'll see where this goes, and I'm sure there'll be an update on it. And you're welcome. You and Pescator are welcome to come back on anytime.
Hey, congratulations, House of Rebellion. You're a fucking cuck.
Oh, appreciate it, man. Right, I'll
right.
see you later.
Have a good night. Good talking to you.
Bye-bye.
So I think what it is, he's so high, he thought.
Oh God, here we go again. The only thing that Phil has is, oh, he's high. So what? You're. How many times have you gone on a stream when you were shit faced? Don't fucking talk about Rick getting high. When one of your things is you will play games and you will get drunk. You don't have the high ground, Phil. In fact, it makes you look like a hypocrite.
He just did an interview. He just talked to him for 5 minutes, and all he did is repeated the detractor memes, and that was it. He actually thinks that was like a hard-hitting interview, and he did like quality content or something. Look at this. This is painful to watch. I don't care about whose side you're on. Waiting 30 minutes through troubleshooting to get a guest on, and he's only on for 5 minutes. What are we doing?
Why would I not be shocked that that was Phil Burnell that actually wrote that?
Someone who doesn't know Rich? Like, no, that's actually Rich. That's typical Rich. Everything is a complete waste of time. Everything just takes...
It's either Phil or it's one of his many cronies.
Okay, so that's it. Like, that's all I have to say. Rich is a disturbing individual. He scares me. Like, legit, he scares me.
Guys, he screen captured me. He's scaring me. He's gonna take my skin off. I'm in danger for my life, dude. The fuck, dude! It's a screen. It isn't like he's contacting the Sicilian mafia. Dude, get the fuck over yourself.
Now, like, at first I used to like joke, oh, okay, you know, he's making fun of me or whatever. I actually think like he's actually mentally obsessed with me. That's why he always had the pictures of me in.
Hey, Duty, I'm just curious. When Phil constantly mentions you, do you feel the same way?
His room. Now he's become me. Now he actually wants to be sitting in this chair. He's copying my set. He's superimposing himself on my set. It's scary shit.
Dude, oh my God. This guy is so fucking thin skin. I know I said it already. He can't just... Isn't the old saying imitation is a serious form of flattery?
By the way, hold on 1 second. Hold on. I just made an observation.
Oh God, this ought to be good.
All right.
You made an observation,
so
ladies and gentlemen.
Me. Can I blow this up even further? Probably not. No. There's no zoom. If I zoom, it's going to screw up my browser, isn't it? I wanted to zoom in more. I don't know how.
Oh my God, he
zoom.
doesn't know how to fucking zoom in.
It doesn't work. You can't zoom in on a picture. Well, that's lame. Well, the observation I wanted to make. Okay. Look at me sitting on my set. Look at Rich sitting on my set. Okay? So I'm like a normal size guy in the middle. He blocks the set.
So you're literally fat shaming the guy. Now, I'm a fat guy. I've been called... When I was in elementary school, people called me Eat Honda. It doesn't fucking bother me. But literally, this is what Phil is being reduced to. Oh, he's fat! He's stupid! He has a fat... How is this not TOS violations? He is literally insulting somebody's looks. You would think that considering how progressive YouTube is supposed to be, that they would be coming down like with the ban hammer for all that shit. And the answer is simple. YouTube, like Phil, are a bunch of hypocrites. Not when I say YouTube, let me rephrase that. When I say YouTube, I'm talking about like the administration, the people who run the company. They're hypocrites. You have somebody who is literally fat shaming people. You have somebody who is literally attacking somebody based on their looks. And it's not a TOS violation. You have somebody who guilts people into giving him money. That's not a TOS violation, apparently. I can literally make a joke about, oh God, I can't even recall what it was. It was an Unsolved Mysteries case. Oh yeah. I once said that I was going to off myself because like how some people were getting away with a crime. I said that as a joke. And I had a big warning. You do that again, you're banned. But this shit here, that's okay. Right, YouTube? Right. This is why YouTube is seen as a goddamn joke that it is.
How big is he? I mean, holy shit.
Dude, apparently he's big enough he could sit on your face and fart. I would not be, dude. For somebody who openly claims that they're 10 pounds overweight, they should not be talking about other people's weight problems.
You can't even see it. Like, he couldn't even have my set because, like,
wait, what the fuck is it, Phil? Is it that he stole your set? Is it that he stole your setup? Or is it that he couldn't even fit in it? What the hell is it, Phil? You're running the spectrum.
Afraid he's completely blocking that. He's completely blocking this.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. So even when he copies my set, it still doesn't work for him. It still looks better than his setup. It does. But it still doesn't work for him because he can't even sit on my set without blocking the entire thing. Like, what the fuck, dude? Again, I'm going to give Rich the same advice I gave him before. Get the fuck off the internet. Stop making streams. Stop making content. Deplug yourself from the internet drama. Actually spend time with your family.
That's grand coming from the fact that he doesn't spend any time with the wife unless if it says one day off and they're going to the dump to get rid of the cat shit.
And then come back in 2025 and reapply yourself to meaningful content. Actually review tech. Actually come by and cover stories. This shit you're doing is not working. You're milking pennies. Pennies out of an audience. With
kind of like how he milks his audience so he can eat fast food, right?
Trash, with drama content. Do you understand? People don't want that.
Oh yeah, people don't want drama content. But hey, look, I got a stupid, meaningless poker chip. It's his last poker chip, but I'm not about drama at all. Isn't that right, Phil?
People want to come by and have a good time and unplug from their lives. If you could go back to how you were back in the day, your
Jesus
content would be
Christ.
meaningful again.
Now we have,
but instead you deleted.
We now have Phil Burnell trying to act like he's some fucking mentor. This is a goddamn joke.
Opposite of where you should be doing. You've actually fucked everything up, man. It's bad. It's pathetic. It's sad. And like I said, legit, this behavior is scary. This is not, oh, this is a joke. This is mental problems.
This is all spanning from the fact that Rick screenshot his background. Oh my god, this is priceless.
Stalker, serial killer shit. You need to get evaluated. You do. And he already said that you need to talk to a psychiatrist. He does. I hope he has, and I hope he still is. Because this is not right. What he's doing is he's not right in the head with his behaviors. You understand?
Oh my god, he's drinking gin.
Anyway, that's all I have to say about that.
Okay, that's it, everybody. There we go. That is it. Hold on, just I can't. The guy thinks simply because Rick took a screenshot. Apparently now that is seen as some sort of mentally disturbed behavior. Oh my god. If Phil thinks this is bad, can you imagine what he would do with like VTubers and everything? Holy shit. Okay, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to bounce. I gotta get this uploaded. I will see you all later. You know what to do. I will see you for the next video, whatever it is. Until then, have a nice weekend. See you all later. Peace out.